Hello everybody, welcome back to the Fra Radio podcast. I'm your host Chloe Dean, and today I'm joined by a very special guest, India, who is the proud owner of a swimwear brand called Raw Potential. So India, would you like to get into a little bit about who you are?
Yeah. Hello everyone. My name's India and I'm the founder of Raw Potential, a swim and resort wear brand inspired by nature's beauty. Beyond my business, I'm just a normal 24-year-old, just navigating the London life. That's pretty much it. Pretty much it. Moved to London about 3 years ago, set up Raw Potential. We've been going for about 14 months, so super new. So just trying to just see how it goes, work through it, exactly.
What inspired you to start your own business and then to start Raw Potential as your business?
Yeah, you know what? It's actually takes me back 3 years, to be fair. So initially, when I was at Oxford Brookes University studying politics and sociology, and I just felt like by the end of my degree, I was so exhausted and burnt out, as many of us do feel. And I was like, right, okay, I haven't been able to, be creative, or, the degree politics and sociology is very reading heavy.
Yeah.
So I basically went traveling, went to Australia, Indonesia, had the best time. And I just, I spent so much time at the beach and by the sea. And I feel like when you're in that environment anyway, you should feel free and grounded and having those experiences. And I noticed when I was there that there was just the same cookie cutter print and pattern everywhere, and it was kind of a subconscious thing. I was just noticing it at the time. And then I kind of continued to just be aware of that, and then thought, what, it'd be so cool if I could create swimwear that could replicate the hues and the textures of the world around us through kind of embellishment and embroidery beadwork techniques, whether that be coastlines or natural textures, and kind of that was the beginning of the spark, I think, that later then became Raw Potential. So I had this initial design idea, and then actually a moment that really hit me was when I surf quite a bit, and I was surfing in Bali.
So cool.
I was
surfing in Bali.
Where I found myself. And I was paddling out in literal bits of plastic, picking up bits, going over my board. And I just thought, if I'm going to create something, a swimwear brand, it's going to have to stand for something more than just looking good.
Yeah.
And there are so many gorgeous swimwear pieces out there, but they only last one summer. And so I think making them so that they can be timeless, you can wear them season after season, was something that I then began to explore. And I found that you could regenerate fishing nets and discarded ocean plastics and regenerate that into swim yarn. And I kind of began to go down this hole of being able to create it into this tangible product. And then I came home from traveling and ended up just finding manufacturers, going down that whole process.
Was that hard, finding manufacturers and stuff?
Goodness, it was so difficult.
Yeah.
And I think also finding a manufacturer that aligns with your values and what you want. I think also because you're sold the cheap ones first, and you have to order this amount of quantities, and I think it can be easy for some people to compromise on their values when they're given a cheaper price as a small business. But for me, that just wasn't, I would never compromise that. The value of having something, this material was so important to my vision. And I think and then I obviously we design for both men and women, and swim shorts is also a thing that I really wanted to produce. Obviously, not being not a man, I was kind of like, oh, I don't really know how to break into this. But ended up speaking to some friends of mine that surf, and they sort of talking about, you know, like the traditional mesh lining, how it's so itchy, uncomfortable. So I was like, okay, if I'm going to design this, it needs to be comfortable, functional, people can surf in it. So I designed it with like a boxer lining.
Okay.
So it's meant to feel like a second skin. It's super stretchy, super comfortable, so that they can wear it all day and not have the issues of itchiness or chafing. So, and that's been like, we produce less men's, but it's definitely been something that I want to explore more and like definitely produce more of. But yeah.
That's the current situation.
Yeah, the current situation.
Oh, so where's your manufacturer based?
So we've expanded for the second collection. So we have two collections now. So we started off at a family-run factory in Portugal.
Oh, nice.
And that's where we produce pretty much all our swimwear. And then resort wear, which has been the newest venture, and has definitely been so exciting, because
that's the shirts and the linens.
So organic cotton shirts and trousers, and that's also unisex. So that can be thrown over a bikini, thrown over swim shorts, and I kind of want in the future to have it to be like a full look. So you can complete the look, whether that be with like bags or shoes or whatever. But for now, we're sticking with organic cotton trousers and shirts, and that is made in Kenya. So,
cool. Have you had the opportunity to go to the manufacturers?
Yes, yeah. Oh my gosh. So I actually found this manufacturer in Kenya. My parents got married. I'm going on a tangent. But my parents got married in Kenya, and it was their like 30th anniversary I think November.
Okay.
So we ended up going out there as a family. And obviously because the work don't stop.
She's on the grind.
I was Googling manufacturers in the area and ended up finding this manufacturer. And like, but I was like trolling, like Google. I was on Google, like trying to find one that would like make sure it hit all the points that I tried to look for in a manufacturer. And ended up meeting with them and got on with them so well. And I was like determined to like have wooden beads and all of these things, and so they could do all of that, and they could produce organic cotton and make it. So it turned out to be a bit of a business trip, to be fair.
That's so exciting. So that you've only been there that one time? Yeah,
only once. And like obviously Kenya's quite far.
Yeah.
So, but I definitely hope to make more trips in the future out there.
That's super cool.
And then with Portugal, we have such a good relationship. I'm always like WhatsApping in our group chat, and like she's always like, how's your morning going? I'm like, oh well, it's a bit stressful. How's yours? But no, and we've created such a good working relationship at such a young age, which is great, because hopefully they can grow with us and,
100%.
and we can grow with them.
So what does the business look like at the moment? What is the current landscape of Raw Potential?
Wow, lots of things in the pipeline moving forward. Currently, we've actually, it's so interesting because like people talk about, you know, success, and I think people instantly, you know, expect
millions.
And like people think, you know, it's going to blow up overnight, and it's the highlight reel. Everyone like associates businesses and small businesses with like the highlight reel on Instagram.
It's not true.
And it's just not true at all. Like I think the landscape of looking over from when I first started to now, I have a lot of like appreciation for like the younger me that was quite naive. I mean, I'm not talking, as this makes me sound like I've been running it for 10 years, but
you learn a lot though in a short time.
Honestly, and I think like you learn by doing, like by actually having a hands-on experience in the business. And I think wearing all the hats, like while it's a struggle a lot of the time, wearing all the hats allows you to like push yourself and understand like what's actually going on and be involved in every aspect. But the current landscape, so we've actually, our model's been more retail and like wholesaling, which has been like not the direction I would have thought that it would have taken. So we retail in quite a few different locations. So Saint-Tropez in the south of France,
Lovely.
which is lovely. So a beach club down there on Pampelon Beach.
Does that perform quite well down there?
Yeah, and it's actually really interesting to see what does better, and in different locations what sells better, and what type of people like certain products, and it's given me a really good indication of
what to do.
And like moving forward to inform new collections, and even it's just the data you collect, I think, is the most important. Like I'm always learning, like all the time. So yeah, Saint-Tropez has been amazing. And yeah, so we wholesale there basically on like a summer to summer basis, obviously because it's seasonal. And then we've been in Ibiza Old Town this summer, and then Brighton as well this summer. Brighton's been like a really weird one as well, because I wouldn't have expected that to do well. It was done really, really well. So happy with how it sold, and just the customers. Obviously, it's quite quirky. So I think it does fit
Brighton's vibe.
It fits the Brighton. Obviously, you're by the sea, so it's definitely been a hit there. And then the biggest one, which was also the first one, was Barbados.
Oh,
so
wonderful.
yeah, so we hope for maybe a business trip there in the future.
Yeah, definitely.
But that for me was such an opportunity. Like when I look back to it, it was my very first place that bulk bought from us as well. And for them to give me an opportunity like that, I honestly can't thank them enough, because as a small business, you kind of fight for the opportunities in the beginning, and like you also are trying to make the opportunity in a way. Like you can see them, and you want to try and make as much out of it as you can from one contact. Which is hard. And a lot of it for me has been like cold calling, like literally that basic. Cold calling, cold emailing, and constantly, like I'm talking like 50 calls a day, like, and that is like relentless. And there's probably much easier ways of doing it, but that's just how it's worked. But yeah, that's kind of the biggest one, and also the first one, and I'm just so grateful for them. It's like a luxury hotel, and they have a lot of like sustainability initiatives as well, which I'm like, that aligns with us, and making sure that all of them kind of align with that is really important to me. But yeah, and I think also that started so early on, the retailing thing. It started, Barbados it was probably two months into me launching, and at the same time I was doing a master's. So that was like a whole whirlwind in itself. And I was writing a dissertation at the time. And then, ended up launching, and then had this, and it was like, I've never sent anything abroad, like a massive parcel, like what am I doing, kind of thing. So it was quite stressful, but looking back, I'm really happy with how it went, and hopefully they'll buy from us again in the future. And I think it's good in the winter months, I think, especially when the season's obviously really short in the UK. And so I think at this time of year, I'm always like, ooh,
what's going to happen?
A little bit of anxiety. But I think it's kind of how you reframe it and like your perspective on it. Because I could look at it and go, okay, I'm going to be really negative. It's end of swimwear season. I'm like in hot water. But I think I've learned from just over a year of running this that it's okay.
It doesn't matter.
I just need to breathe. Like my situation feels so big when I'm in it, but actually when this all blows over, and like it's not that deep. Like it will be fine. I'll figure it out. So
you've obviously said that you've done your masters. Was this in something political as well?
No, right. So I've skipped over like a whole phase.
Because I was going to say, you've done this politics degree, and now you're running your own business. Like, was this always? Like, did you want to go into politics?
No. Well, I think, sociology was a combined honours. So when I did the undergrad, I did social and politics together, and I've always found like human beings and the way we interact in society is really interesting, and that's like definitely something that maybe I'd go into in the future. But when I came back from traveling, I obviously realised that my original undergraduate degree didn't tap into my creative side. And I thought, okay, the only thing you really know is education after all those years. Yeah. And I thought, okay, the logical thing for me to do is to go and do a master's and do it in business and finance so that I can understand how to run a business. And I think the finance side definitely has helped in terms of, you know, cash flow and forecasting and projections and all of those things. So I think that was really helpful for me. And I made the crazy idea to launch and create the what is now Raw Potential at the same time. Yeah. And at the time I was like, no, it'll be absolutely fine. Like, it won't be that difficult. Obviously, I bit off far more than I could chew, and it was very, very difficult. Like, I bet. I was doing like 9 to 5 in university, working on the masters, and then at home, I'd come home and literally work.
Yeah, 5 to 9.
Yeah, literally. And I'd be working till like midnight most nights, trying to like figure out this manufacturer situation. You know, you've got the sample phase, and clothing takes such a long time to produce, especially like where we produce in Portugal. A lot of it's done by solar panel energy, so like it's a slower process, and it's a small family-run business, so it's not like one of these massive manufacturers that you find
just churn it out.
And like we also produce really low quantities, so. And the beads are all hand sewn, and you know it all takes a long time. So, you know, we put one collection out. We're already in end of summer 2026 already, which is like wild because I'm like, I need time to appreciate what I've just created. But no, definitely the masters tested me. But I'm so grateful for that experience because it allowed me to see where my limit lies, and could I push beyond that limit. I think at the time, looking back, it pushed me to a point that I didn't think I could get to. And so it's great that now I know that. And now I just have the business to focus on. I'm able to just like have all this creative freedom again.
Yeah, of course.
And be able just to work on it, which is lovely.
No, I was just going to say, like, what's been your like biggest, like, oh my gosh, like, since running a business?
It's so difficult because I think every day I have these like, oh my gosh moments where like last week I did a pop-up
on King's Road
in Chelsea, and I don't know, like when somebody goes over to when people will go over to my rail, I get this like warm fuzzy feeling that I'm like, oh my gosh, like they like the look of my stuff, like they're interested in my brand, and that feeling just grows even more when someone actually buys something from me, because I'm like, wow, like they actually like it, and I think it's just that those moments make me realize, you know, that's why I started it so that people can feel, you know, confident and comfortable in what they're wearing, and when they put it on and they love it as much as I love it, that like, makes me remember like why I went into this, why I started it, and I think the confident and comfortable bit really is like key as well, because no one wants to feel like uncomfortable or tight in like the wrong places, especially wearing swimwear or so I want them to just feel all those things, and obviously like feeling relaxed and grounded and, you know, connecting back to nature, which is obviously what's inspired us to begin with.
So are you just like a team of one at the moment, or?
So I'm basically the face. I run the day-to-day, and then we've got my co-founder essentially, who basically does the finance side, so deals with ingoings and outgoings of payments, which is all obviously from one bank account, and been basically on running that since it started, so it's good.
It's a lot,
and I think also like the oh my goodness moments, like they obviously happen, like they happen when I see people purchase stuff, and when I see people love stuff and like comment a lovely review. Like I think reviews are so underrated. Like when somebody leaves me a review, like it gives me so much joy. But I think also going back to the point of Barbados, that was like an oh my gosh moment, because I was like, I'm 2 months in, someone's given me an opportunity.
I was going to say, did they reach out to you or did you reach out to them?
So I'd already started the whole reaching out to people at that point. Because I always think like you don't know unless you try.
Yeah, of course.
And you're always one opportunity, you know.
Yeah, away from greatness.
Yeah.
Yeah,
exactly. So with them, I'd reached out and I thought, I literally sent them, I think 2 emails. And I was like, yeah, never gonna hear back. Like, I'm 2 months old.
Yeah.
Like, I'm barely even kicking.
Yeah.
And they're never gonna get back to me.
Yeah.
And she came back and she was like, we love your stuff. Like, we'd love to purchase from you. And I was like,
this is so cool.
I was like, oh my goodness. So yeah, that's definitely like the biggest wow.
Yeah. Are they still stocking you now?
Yes, they're still stocking us.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's just been hopefully more international coverage would be great.
Yeah, that would be so cool.
And then kind of like the recent side to things, we've actually just stocked with Wolf and Badger.
Oh.
So that's as of yesterday. We're now on their platform online.
That's super cool.
Which is very cool. And they reached out to us, which is just great because I was like, wow, they found me.
Yeah. Working your way up.
Yeah, exactly. Step by step.
Yeah. What's your like vision for the brand? Like, where do you want it to go? What's your like goal?
Oh, I don't know. It's such a difficult one.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, I have all these ideas of what I would want to do. I think the vision, I'd love to have like, if I'm like, I'll dream big on this. Like, I'd love to have international, like, I'd love to be in global markets.
Yeah.
Like, more global, like, complete expansion. I'd love to take raw international, like, international. Would
you want to have, like, your own stores, or would you rather stay within, like, boutiques and stuff?
No, I would love to have, I would love to have, like, a boutique in Ibiza Old Town. It would just be, like,
that would be
the
so
dream.
cool.
And, yeah, I like kind of like an Annie's Ibiza vibe. Have a little shop there. That would be amazing. And I think like short term I definitely like to kind of have more direct consumer, like community building.
Yeah.
And yeah, just sticking to the same values and pushing that through really.
Yeah.
But no, I think community building is definitely a shorter term thing. But long term, yeah, take it international, get it everywhere. Go crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, literally.
I was going to ask as well, I'm just really curious about this. How did like you find building the website and stuff? Like, did you do that or did you have someone else do that? What was that process like?
So we are powered by Shopify.
Okay.
And Shopify's been a great tool. You've obviously got all these platforms like Wix and all of this, but I honestly have found Shopify so good. You've got so much to be able to do on there. And I actually found a graphic designer that also helped with our logo, Tom. He's amazing. He helps with all the stuff to do with the website. So I kind of had this vision of, this is the idea, this is what I want. And all the fonts and the text. And he basically kind of made it like come to life. Which was, so he did help me, to be fair. But I think it's got a long process. Yeah. And especially like SEO, things like that. Like I struggle with that so much. Like it's just, you've got to constantly keep
updating
the
algorithm.
Yeah, constantly. And especially with like Instagram as well.
Yeah.
Now they've put this like alt text.
Yeah.
It links up to Google. Like it's all a bit confusing.
Messy. Yeah.
But yeah, websites are definitely a good one because obviously people, it's what people know your brand for, don't they, when they first find it. So
do you have more purchases online than in stores?
So I think, well, that really just depends on what the boutique wants to purchase.
Yeah.
So they might say, so we have a minimum order quantity that they have to place, so it's usually 10 units per colour per style.
Okay.
But they could, if they wanted to, just buy 10 Sedona bikinis.
Yeah, and that's it.
But luckily, we've had pretty much all of them purchase everything, which has been great.
Yeah.
Swim shorts are, I find, less attractive, but I think it's because boutiques generally want more women's wear than they do men's wear.
And that sort of makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's kind of up to them really.
Yeah.
So we send them like a whole document of everything. and it's got like mood boards and all that, and then they just say what they want to purchase from us, and then we go from there.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I'm just on your website at the moment.
Yeah.
My favourite bikini is the Alana one.
Yeah.
Because I love the blue. What is your favourite?
You know, the Alana bikinis are kind of newest collection.
Yeah, they're stunning.
And what I think is great about that is it's multi-way. So you can obviously wear the top like 5 different ways. You can wear it off the shoulder, you can tie it at the front.
Yeah.
So you've got the good tan lines going on. I don't know. I love, to be honest, I will always love the Sedona bikini. So it's the red bikini with the embroidered hand. Yeah. And that was the first one we designed, and I just loved it from the moment I saw it. I love the pleated sides. And I think also it's so difficult for me to choose, to be fair, because I just love all of them, because I've put them out there.
Yeah.
I'm biased.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Alana bikini is
So
great.
pretty.
Like, a lot of people love it.
I love that. I love the colour.
And like, for smaller busted women, everyone loves that too.
Yeah. It's my dream bikini.
Yeah. But for underwire, yeah, people also love that.
Yeah. It's good that there's like a variety
definitely
of like shapes.
Definitely. Because sometimes that, like, it can be like unsupportive. Some brands can create really unsupportive bikini tops and sizing and all of that. So it's really important to nail those.
Yeah, 100%. I was going to say as well, again, on your website, like all of the models, they're at the beach. Where did you do this shoot?
Yes, okay, so this is like the next thing. This is why I'm always like, living in London is really difficult to run a swimwear brand from. Like,
where are you doing shoots here?
Yeah, and like I've been able to navigate it, thank the Lord, because if not, I would have been having to fly off here, there and everywhere, and that doesn't really work with the carbon footprint, to be fair. So like, some of them are shot in studios, but the most recent campaign actually was shot in Bali, so it's kind of like a full circle moment, really, because obviously the initial idea was inspired
in Bali,
in those areas, and like Indonesia as well. So obviously I went there, and I've actually been back, I think 3 times now, and because Bali's very small, I've ended up meeting lots of like photographers and people out there, and kind of one person's connection is the next, and ended up meeting this lovely girl who did our campaign, and yeah, she lives in the UK actually, and then she was going out to Bali anyway, and had loads of other brands to shoot for. So a lot of people tend to send stuff out and then shoot the stuff out there. But there are obviously like loads of different ways you can do it, but I think keeping the cost down is really important, but obviously being able to achieve like the beach look is really important as well. But I definitely think maybe in the future I'll run Raw Potential from a sunny location if it ever gets big. Maybe that's in the dream.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you're about to move to like the south of France or something. Yeah. To realise this.
Find me in Ibiza next summer.
Wonderful. Yeah. Jealous. I mean, absolutely do it.
Yeah.
So just to close up, I was just wondering if you could quickly say like what the sort of realistic like soon future looks like for Raw Potential. What's happening within the next few months, or maybe within the next year or so.
Oh, well, we're working on a new collection, which is much more expansive. If that's the word I can use. That's not even the correct word, but whatever. we'll roll with it. No, there's much more in the collection. So we've branched out on our resort wear much more, and sticking to the obviously same swimwear. Yeah. Both men and women. We're bringing out lots of different colourways. Wonderful. Which, I absolutely love. And I think that will kind of be the near future. And I think just expanding where we can, different locations. I'd love to get stock there. I'd also love to just build more of like a direct to consumer relationship. Because I think while like retailing is really good, but it builds less of a community, and I think I really want to build that community. And also just getting more involved with, like, something I haven't spoken about is
Mhm.
we are a corporate partner of the Marine Conservation Society.
Okay, wonderful. That's
yeah.
really cool.
So we have like a good, we go to beach cleans with them and everything. And I've actually got a beach clean this Sunday. But being able to like get the community involved in that,
that's really cool.
is something that I also want to do more work with.
Yeah.
And being able to like clean up the oceans and stuff. So
So it's very environmentally focused.
Yeah. I think to round that up exactly. Yeah. And just continuing pushing it forward, I think, and getting the brand out there.
Yeah. Perfect. Okay, well, I think that's sort of everything we've covered, really, unless there's anything else you want to add.
No, I think we're all good.
She said it all.
Yeah.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much for coming here today. It's been really
Thank
wonderful
you.
because obviously I've met you before, but I didn't really know loads about the business. So it's really nice to be able to sort of hear more and learn more about you and Raw Potential. We'll see where it goes in the next year.
Thank you. Exactly.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you so much for listening to today's episode. I hope you enjoyed, and we will see you in the next one.